Good morning everyone, it's Kylie from Hello Crafter and I'm going to do 2 cards in 10 minutes using the sea turtle. It might be longer than 10 minutes, I haven't actually timed these cards at all, so we'll see how it goes. I've got some notes here. The sea turtle stamp set is photopolymer and it's double-sided reversible, but I'm just going to be using this stamp, this turtle one, and the detailed side. I wanted to do a technique, and this is where my 10 minutes might go completely wrong. I wanted to do the baby wipe technique, which I'll show you in a second, but first of all I'm just going to get my card bases cut. So I've decided I'm going to have Tahitian tied card bases. So if I put my A4 in my trimmer portrait at 10.5 and score down the whole length of the A4, then turn it round and put it in at 14.85 and cut it in half. I've got my 2 card bases done. I've got some matte layers as well, so I'm taking Starry Sky? Starry? Is that Starry Sky? Yeah, Starry Sky. And then if I need to cut a piece that measures 14.3 by 10, and that can be one of my matte layers. And then I've got a smaller piece which is, I think I've done it at let's do it at 6 by 10.5, and then we've got those 2. I've got some white layers here that we need to stamp on, so this one is going to measure 13.8 by 9.5. That'll go onto this one, and then a little one that measures 5.5 by 10 to go onto this one. And then I do need another one that measures 10 by 14.3. So that's my bits cut, and then we'll do some stamping. So using these 2 and this little gorgeous turtle stamp, and we need some ink. So I'm going to create my own multicoloured ink pad. You can do this on a baby wipe, fold up a baby wipe into 1/4 or 1/8 and drop your ink onto it. But this is just a chamois. I've got bits of chamois, I've got quarters. This is a 1/4 of a stamp chamois, which is a cleaner, but it means I can reuse this. I don't have to chuck baby wipes away. And I'm putting my ink, it's damp. It's wet, it's not soaking wet, but it's damp. I may need to spritz some more water on it, and I'm just going to drop some ink on, and I may need more, but it soaks in. But if your chamois is wet, you should get enough to stamp your image. So I'm just getting enough ink on to cover my stamp. So let's just do a little bit more down here. And then I will spritz it with some more water just to activate that ink and sort of spread it a bit, and let's see what happens. So this could go wrong because it's been a while since I've done this. So if I ink that, let's just test it on there. Now it's quite faint, so let me just add a little bit more ink to that. Right, that should be fine. Now, I'm going to stamp. That's better. And I'm going to try and ink him the same way each time. Okay, so I get that effect. It's really nice. I'm going to do that all over this big sheet as well. a really nice effect. So the colours I've chosen here, if you didn't see those, are Starry Sky, Tahitian Tide and Coastal Cabana. And if I've got time to cut one out, I'll put that there. I may not have time to do that one, but that's a spare one just in case. So we'll move those out of the way, and then we can grab our card base, one of them, and our matte layer, and get that glued down. And then the stamped over the top. So this is just, I've effectively created my own designer series paper here with this, like a one sheet wonder. You could do like, you could stamp a whole big sheet and then cut it up to use it on a few different cards. And then all that needs is a sentiment, so I will leave that there in a minute. Let's do the same with this. So that's stuck onto the smaller bit. And then we've got our second card base. And that needs something. So I might really quickly emboss this. I've got some new embossing folders, but I may have left them in the other room. So let's grab one. And this is something I probably should have prepared earlier. I just can't find the one that I want to use. Yes, this one. It's the, I don't know what it's called, the sea something. There we go. Let's just quickly run that through. Just bear with me 1 second while I do that on the floor, because my desk is too messy to get it on this. There we go. And I think that will just set that off nicely. How are we doing for time? Not too bad. So this is the first time I've done this, 2 in 10. I'm hoping to be able to come to you every week with a 2 in 10. We'll see how it goes, because I really want to be able to show you lots of cards with a particular stamp set. So this sea turtle is my stamp set of the week. So I'm showing lots of different ways to use it. And that really helps me as well, because I'm getting a lot of use out of my stamps by showing you lots of ideas as well. And it's brilliant. So I'm getting really creative with my purchases now. I've got this punch, which is the decorative label punch. So let's find a sentiment to use. So I'll punch it once in white and once in the Starry Sky. And then if I cut this down the middle, I can layer that on and get a little bit of a border around there and there. Should have stamped first. What am I doing? What am I doing there? Let's get a stamp. I can do any stamp, so I'm going to do wishing you the best day ever, because that's a nice happy one. Yeah, I've gone over time, but it's fine. You know, I haven't chosen the easiest techniques here. But hopefully you can see you don't have to spend too long. Let's bring back that ink pad. Let's try that. You don't have to spend too long making your cards, especially if you're kind of following along you know, choosing one that you like, that you've seen online on a blog or in the catalogue. And just give it a go. Nice simple one, doesn't need a lot of supplies. So I think we'll just do that. Don't need anything fancy else on there. Now, I am panicking a little bit because in about 15 minutes I've got to go and get the train to London. So I'm going to, I've got my little theatre trip booked. My friend's booked some tickets to see a musical which I can't remember the name of, so it's no, I'll never remember it. This one needs a sentiment too, so I'm just going to do a little strip of card and grab let's grab the art gallery. I'll put that to hand. So I'm going to do, let's see, well, oh, good luck. Let's do good luck. So hopefully will that go there like that? Let's do a little quick border. Just going to trim that down just a little bit. There. So it's just a little strip of card. I've no idea what it measures. Just whatever fits your sentiment, and then slightly bigger rectangle for backing it onto. And that's really wonky. And then some dimensionals. And put that just put that there off centre a little bit. And just to finish off, let's get some gems on there. I've got these fine sparkle gems. I've got some blue ones in there, so let's just fill that with some of those. Same here. Just a few of them on there just to finish it off. So what do you think of those? 2 cards in, it may be about 13 minutes. But there you go. Well, I did have like a vague idea of my layouts beforehand, but really it was kind of more or less from scratch, and I chose my colours last night, so I put them out. But there you go. You don't have to spend hours and hours on creating your cards. So I'm hoping to bring some more ideas for you each Tuesday, 2 and 10. So I'll see you next Tuesday at 10. Bye everyone, have a great week.